Every now and then, WWE decides to honor a champion with their own custom title to go along with their reign. Over the years, a number of custom titles have come and gone, with the Fiend's Universal Championship design sparking a ton of conversation online. So let's check out 5 of the worst and 5 of the best custom title designs. The Fiend has the potential to be the most frightening and intimidating superstar of this generation. Calling him the Undertaker for a new era would do an injustice to all the hard work Bray Wyatt has put into crafting this iconic character. Alongside everything else he has going on with the Firefly Funhouse, he is without a doubt one of WWE's best things right now. And the fact that he is leading merchandise sales in the company just goes to prove that fans are loving pretty much everything Wyatt is doing. Sure, his feud with Seth Rollins was a mess, but it ended the right way with the Fiend winning the Universal title at Crown Jewel a couple of months ago. A remodel made the championship truly belong on the blue brand, but the glitzy design never looked like it belonged around the Fiend's waist. On an episode of the Firefly Funhouse, Wyatt debuted a special title for the Fiend, and it's really something. The best way to describe it would be to say that it's pretty much the Fiend's face on a belt. Fans have been divided right down the middle. Sure, the belt is creepy and sort of fits his character, yet at the same time it doesn't really look like a title. It looks like an accessory. Wyatt will continue to spotlight the blue Universal title on the Funhouse. However, there is no doubt that the reported $6,500 custom handmade Fiend title is one of the worst custom championships to come out of WWE in a long time. Bryan is perhaps the only superstar in the WWE roster who has the ability to seamlessly transition from face to heel and vice versa, while holding audiences around the world in the palm of his hand. On the November 13th episode of SmackDown last year, Bryan defeated AJ Styles to win the WWE title. After winning, Bryan attacked Styles with a low blow, turning heel for the first time since 2012. Christened as the new Bryan, he was hell-bent on criticizing the WWE Universe for their role in destroying the planet. On the January 29th episode of SmackDown, Bryan threw the normal WWE title in the trash and introduced fans to a new belt made from entirely sustainable materials, which was a more natural alternative to the conventional leather strap. The new eco-friendly title was absolutely gorgeous. Crafted from hemp, the light brown title was one of the better custom championships WWE had designed. John Cena's spinner title was pretty terrible, but when Edge defeated John Cena to become the WWE champion, the Rated R superstar really decided to stick it to the face that ran the place by modifying his already ghastly spinner title. After retaining his WWE championship against Cena at SummerSlam in 2006, Edge took to the ring with Lita and unveiled the Rated R version of the spinner belt, as the Rated R logo was plastered over the WWE logo, with customized side plates that made the championship truly unique. Luckily, Edge did not hold on to the title for very long, losing it back to Cena in a TLC match at Unforgiven in September that same year, after Cena hit Edge with his then called FU off a ladder that sent him crashing through 2 tables. Fun fact, Edge said that he legitimately passed out during the match when Cena locked him in a modified STF through a ladder, which was the first time something like this had happened to him in a match. Maybe it was karma, punishing him for introducing such an ugly title in WWE. Naomi has to be one of the most underappreciated and underutilized WWE superstars in the women's division right now. She may not be the most technically proficient wrestler, but her insane athletic ability and her unique look make her one of the most marketable stars in the company. Naomi's awesome entrance was perhaps one of the most exciting aspects of her entire act, as the strong use of her neon and bright colors ensured that everyone in the universe would feel the glow. After winning the WWE SmackDown Women's title at Elimination Chamber in 2017, Naomi introduced a glowing title and it was stunning. This championship was turned into a spectacle of its own that really added to Naomi's amazing entrance. There are some who would argue that added bright neon colors devalued the title, but the belt should reflect the holder, and it did it perfectly. Even if her reign as champion was subpar, fans will not forget about her fantastic custom title. If we're being honest, Naomi deserves a lengthy run as champion just so the WWE Universe can get its eyes on the neon belt for an extended period of time. The fact that the WWE Spinner Belt stuck around as long as it did was an absolute abomination to begin with, but let's not get into that right now. Sure, Cena was a sort of rapper bad boy when he won his first WWE title, but the amount of visual pain on audiences that he inflicted is unforgivable. The top title in any pro wrestling company should be beautiful and elegant, and should communicate the storied history the title carries. Instead of having a championship that did all of that, Cena introduced a gaudy, jewel-encrusted eyesore that looked more like it was designed by a wannabe rapper in his basement, and not by a multi-billion-dollar wrestling promotion. If the title had been on TV as long as Cena was champion, things would have been okay. Instead, WWE had numerous stars hold the belt for years. No matter what, fans could not forget that the belt had John Cena written all over it. The belt, of course, would be scrapped in favor of The Rock's new version of the WWE title, which is similar to the version of the championship we see today. The Undertaker made his debut at Survivor Series on November 22nd in 1990, and the rest is history. Over the last 3 decades, the Deadman solidified his status as one of the biggest and more legendary names in the entire industry. His undefeated WrestleMania streak was an attraction almost as big as the event itself, and even today when the Deadman's gong tolls, fans in attendance erupt. In mid-October, WWE released a limited time edition Signature Series title for The Undertaker. WWE Shop stated there were just 500 individual numbered titles, each of which were celebrating the Phenom's achievements in the industry. The belt comes in a coffin-shaped box because, duh, it's The Undertaker. It has Taker's logo on the outside and a velvet interior. The main plate has the Phenom's logo alongside the date of his debut. The side plates combine his and WWE's logo, and the belt also consists of 24 rhinestone gems for each of Taker's WrestleMania victories. To top it all off, the belt also has all the nicknames The Undertaker has gone by over the years. The title is listed for sale at $749.99. John Cena makes his second appearance on this list, so maybe he shouldn't be given a custom title if he wins any more gold in WWE. Before he won the WWE Championship, the US title was used as a vehicle to push the Doctor of Thugonomics up the card. Naturally, once Cena won, he customized it to make it spin, because why not? The championship was pretty gaudy to begin with, but when you add Word Life and John Cena and make the belt spin, it takes things to a whole new level. Cena is a lot of things. A good customizer of championships, he is not. When Xavier Woods first made his debut in WWE, it seemed like the former Consequences Creed would not have much of a career, but once the New Day was formed, everything changed. Today, Woods is 1/3 of one of the greatest factions in WWE history, and his long-term injury has left WWE sorely missing his strong in-ring work and his fantastic mic skills. Woods is a man of many talents, and runs a highly successful YouTube gaming channel called Up Up Down Down. He often has members of the WWE roster appear in videos, with them competing to become the Up Up Down Down champion. Technically, this is not a sanctioned WWE title, but the fact that fans can buy a replica of the title on WWEshop.com will merit its inclusion. Some of WWE's top brass have held the title in the past, and honestly, it's great to see them cut loose and just have some fun on YouTube. McCool and Layla were one of the most dominant tandems in the entire women's division. Granted, the whole Piggy James angle is a black mark on women's wrestling as a whole, but that should not distract you from the fact that McCool and Layla were nothing short of unbeatable for a pretty long time. They were practically attached at the hip, so naturally it made sense that Layla quite literally split the women's title in half. Yes, splitting the title reflected their relationship pretty much perfectly. It was just at the expense of the belt, and it was now grotesque. It was more of a gimmick than anything else, and it seemed ironic that two heels who made fun of faces for being ugly were competing happily carrying around such an ugly title. There is no doubt that Stone Cold Steve Austin is one of the coolest WWE superstars of all time, and was instrumental in helping the company overcome WCW to win the Monday Night Wars. So naturally it made sense the company's coolest star had the coolest custom title of all time. The story behind this championship also perfectly fits the character. According to reports, Austin contacted a belt designer by himself who created a title that had the Attitude Era signature scratchy text and a smoking skull honoring the belt's holder. The title was fantastic and way better than the championship design before it. The fact that Austin went over Vince McMahon's head to get the belt design led to a ton of friction between the two, yet the Texas Rattlesnake could not have cared less, and viewers were blessed with the coolest custom title of all time, all because Stone Cold said so. And these were 5 of the worst and 5 of the best custom titles. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later in the next video.